We can determine the relationship between the risk-free rate of interest and the value of an option if we think about the fact that the risk-free rate of interest is a measure of the time value of money. It's a measure of how much we have to discount a future cash flow to determine its value today. For a call option, the exercise price represents an amount that will be paid in the future if the option is exercised. The higher the risk-free rate of interest, the greater the rate at which we will discount the value of an amount that we will pay in the future, the lower the present value of that payment, and therefore the greater the value of the option. So there is a direct relationship between the risk-free rate of interest and the value of a call option. For a put option, the exercise price represents an amount that will be received in the future if the option is exercised. The higher the risk-free rate, the greater the rate at which we will discount a future payment that we will receive, the lower the present value of that payment, and therefore the lower the option value. So there's an indirect relationship between the risk-free rate and the value of a put option. For the volatility of the underlying share price, for both call options and put options, the higher the volatility, the greater the value of the option, and therefore there is a direct relationship. The reason for this direct relationship is because of the one-sided nature of the payoff. As the volatility increases, there are more situations for options to be in the money and out of the money. During those times when an option is in the money, the greater the volatility, the greater the extent that it will be in the money. And when the option is out of the money, for increasing volatility, the greater the extent that the option will be out of the money. But we don't care how far an option is out of the money. If it's out of the money, it'll never be exercised. So volatility increases the profitable situations and increases the profit that can be gained from those situations. The time to maturity depends on whether we are talking about European options or American options. For American options, for both call and put options, the greater the time to maturity, the greater the value of the option, because once again there are more situations available for profitable opportunities. Unprofitable opportunities don't matter because the most that you can lose is the value of the premium. So there is a direct relationship between time to maturity and option value for both call and put options. For European options, there is no clear relationship between the value and the time to maturity, because these options can only be exercised on one particular date, the expiration date.